What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the No Stat, No Mercenary Hardcore Druid. Act 2 time. We're still missing boots, so I'm going to just pick something up just to have it. And also, I thought it was interesting to note that this wolf head actually requires 16 strength, which, if we did not have at least this ring, we would not be able to use. So, in the first episode, I was like, we'll probably not even use this 1 or 2 strength. We literally need it. It's pretty crazy. Already feeling the effects of just a little bit of stats from the gear. Let's get some booties. Yeah, so we can't use chain boots, just gonna be these. I mean, just to have something. I don't know. Why not? Why not? The aim in is good, but I'll actually take this. So hit recovery, why not? No new row, which is whatever. And then we're just gonna repair because these javelins are actually pretty sweet. Alright, let's get our summons going and then we're gonna head out to the sewers. Obviously, not gonna be able to pick up an Act 2 mercenary here, but I'm able to get the discount from the shops and the free skill point, of course. It's ironic that I made a big deal about repairing the javelin because I forgot we're gonna live in bear form, and yeah, bears can't throw apparently. So, fair enough. I think the weapon is probably not going to matter at all. I don't plan on getting a spirit. We may move towards it in the future, but I mean that's going to require at least 43 strength. So it's going to really depend on the gear that we get throughout the run. It might be like a late nightmare. Yeah, a late nightmare health thing. I'm just thinking like we can't even use a shield. There's no way. The monarch requirement is just going to be way too high. So we might just end up using something that'll boost up our resistances. But I do have a plan. The weapon. I do have a little bit of an idea that I don't want to reveal quite yet, but I don't think we're going to get it until probably closer to Act 5 normal. I think for now we're all right. We're just letting the poison creeper just carry us. 190 poison damage. It's more than enough. So hopefully it doesn't fall off too hard, and we'll be all right. The only thing that I'm like really bothered by right now is the stamina, which is whatever. I can deal with that. I just gotta make sure I keep my stamina potions up. Oh, here he is. I'm gonna save this skill point for until we finish this because I'm not sure what I want to do with it right now. Just take care of him. Actually, I might stay out of Bear for this. Like, I don't know if it's resistances or what, but it just seems like the creeper doesn't do very well against these like mini bosses or bosses, single target. Not sure what it is. Still pretty decent damage, but I think it's just because once you cast it and he hits him once, he kind of like does his own thing for a little bit before he does another attack. It's not too bad. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so I'm really liking the werebear, but I kind of want lycanthropy for a little bit of more life, mostly for the duration though. Having to recast it is kind of annoying. But I didn't realize you need 1 point into werewolf in order to get it. So that's a 2-point contribution just to get the lycanthropy. Werebear, I don't really see us doing more than 1 point because I really just want it for the max health. We don't get more health, we don't get more duration. So I think I'm probably just going to continue into Poison Creeper so that we can just have the damage, which isn't actually 190. I just realized we had a skill shrine at that time. So I guess we can bring it up to 190 like this. Yeah. Alright, hey, that's fine. Let's get on with Act 2. And a life 2 to mana, we'll take that. For sure, that's what I'm talking about. These charms will surely add up over time. But I can't wait to get the cube, because we're going to need a little bit of extra space in there. Okay, Hall's level 3. I did find a 9 Fire Res Grand Charm. I'll hang on to it. At this point, I'll pretty much take any charms I can get. But we are going to have to be picky pretty soon. Just because, you know, 9 Fire Res for 3 slots in the inventory is pretty huge. We're going to be prioritizing life and stats. Anything that'll help keep us alive, really. I mean, well, hey, resistances keep us alive too, but... hoping for more stats. More stats means more gear, which hopefully means more resistances anyways. I sipped on maybe 10 stamina potions to get here. Looks like I'm gonna need to stock up even more than that. If I want to stay full stamina for... but 193 health is pretty insane. If you guys saw the no stat playthrough I did on the Paladin, it was definitely not this high HP this early. We had to wait until we could use perfect rubies to see high numbers. So this is fantastic. And there's the cube. Awesome. So rid of some of the stuff we found, a little bit of money coming in. Jewels are pretty much useless. That's alright. Now we can move on. My favorite part of the act. The maggot layer. Oh, beautiful. Another great map where the waypoint is actually close to the maggot layer. The sad thing about Act 2 maps is that you really can't go into the dungeons like the maggot layer or the halls without having the waypoint, because they're just so deep that walking back is pretty terrible. So pretty happy with the waypoints we've gotten so far. I also don't think that this build will be too bad in here. You know, there's some builds that are just absolutely atrocious to use in the tight corridors down here. I just don't think this is one of them. I think my goodness, especially with maps like this. I think the Poison Creeper is going to do just fine. Okay, level 3. Luckily, one of the easier maps to read, since the little burrow boss is pretty much always just directly upwards. Yeah, Creeper's not too bad down here. The only thing that kind of sucks is when you use it and it just leaves one enemy behind and they can't walk past that enemy. He's just blocking you, but recast and you're good to go. And here we are, nice. Super quick. This has to be one of the quickest maggot layers I've ever done. Really happy about that. I do not love being here. Honestly, let's just grab this and get out. I'm not too interested in sitting in there. Beauty. Alright, that's always a good one to get done quickly. Let's go get the amulet, which is actually kind of to my point earlier, not a problem in Act 2 insofar as like getting the waypoint first, because once you get it, you're done. You don't need to go back to that map, so kind of the opposite. That's interesting that the druid says he hates snakes. Shouldn't he kind of like all animal life forms? It's not. I hate the snakes too. If there's one thing I'm afraid of on a hardcore, I mean, there's many things I'm afraid of playing hardcore, but snakes are definitely one of them. The charge could be pretty deadly. Not too worried about it in normal, but later on, yeah. Alright, level 2. Yeah, as expected, the snakes were no problem. I think that this character is going to do pretty well through normal. I don't think... I'm not too scared about this section. Nightmare and Beyond? Different story. But I'm excited to see how much health we end up with. The bear is definitely not broken, but definitely strong. There's our staff. Thank goodness the darkness is now gone. And we're off to Arcane Sanctuary. A little bit of gold here. A little bit of resistance. I mean, it's better than the cast rate we're not using. Also, I did get a comment about why do I keep the buckler on from the start. I know, you're supposed to take it off because when you have this on, you gotta go through the whole block animation, and I didn't care until just now. When I was getting hit by those snakes, yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of this. It was actually a little bit scary getting locked in that animation, so. Alright, Arcane Sanctuary. And here we are. Oh, the Arcane Sanctuary. Can we get it on the first try? I feel like this is going to be a long map if I don't get lucky. Walking with my summons. Let's see what happens. Yeah, as expected, the creeper does not work very well with enemies on the stairs, and my wolf isn't doing very much. Let's see if we can maybe go the other way. Just one of those things, you know? We just have to find another way. Also, we did hit level 18, which means we could switch to Heart of Wolverine. Not gonna happen. I mean, the Oak Sage is just invaluable for us. Summon Direwolf, I feel like is a good choice, though. I mean, it's more damage, it's more life, and we needed to get Grizzly anyways, so let's get a point in that. And I believe we can only have one kind of wolf. Oh, we can have both. Fantastic. So we probably will end up just getting the max amount of both and just creating an army. That's fantastic. Awesome. First try? Not even close. But maybe the super chest will reward us for our failure? It doesn't seem like it. Okay. Well, you know, 1 in 4 chance. You can't get it on the first time, every time. But let's hope it doesn't take too long. Alright, round 2. Nope. Hey, you know what? We're farming experience. We're farming experience. That's my cope. 3rd time's the charm. Let's go. Sweet. And this is probably the fastest way to go. I should start going this way first. That way, even if it isn't the right way, it's at least pretty quick. Sweet. All right. We're in the home stretch here, guys. Now, Duriel, I feel like is probably going to be pretty rough. It's probably going to be a really slow fight. I'm probably just going to have to load up on mana potions and just spawn over and over and over. Here is where it would be nice to have maybe a few wolves, a couple points into each. You know, the poison creeper probably not going to be enough to just take Duriel down, but I think 2 wolves, the vine, the spirit, and then bear form. And I think we just maybe don't even bother with the jabs. Duriel can hit pretty hard, so I kind of want to stay in bear form and just hope for the best. Okay, level 19. It's actually getting a little bit hectic down here, jeez. But they're very good experience. So, yeah, I think we're going to go for another direwolf, because that's going to give us 2. And I think what we'll do is probably keep putting points into the wolves until I'm not going to get a new wolf per level. That way, we can build up a little bit of an army. I just don't want to find myself in a situation where I should have put the points in and now there's no way I can because we can't get levels. So, I think this will help a lot with Duriel. Ooh, antlers. We did get an Eth rune as well. Quite nice. Werebear, Arctic Blast, Firestorm, and more strength. So we're actually not hoping for antlers, because that's... Yeah, 6 more strength is going to be kind of hard to get. I mean, to be honest, when I was thinking about using the Act 3 quest for 5 stat points. I was thinking vitality. But now I'm thinking it's probably going to go into strength. I think we're going to have a really hard time not wearing, or wearing gear without the strength. Something to think about. Alright, I think we're here. Should be just around this corner. We're going to have to reorganize the inventory, load up on potions. Luckily, we have more than enough gold.
Impossible.
But yeah, this one might take a while. So let's do that. What I'm gonna do is just get rid of a lot of these charms, like this one, the fire res, the stamina. We don't need them right now, so I'll get rid of them temporarily. And then that way we can fit as many potions as possible and stay healthy. Make sure we have a lot of TP scrolls so that I don't get trapped down there. And yeah, I mean, we're gonna need a lot of mana, so it's gonna be 50-50 split. I'll probably actually put a lot of these rejuves in the stash. I don't see us needing them. We'll keep a fair few. We could cube them up now. Don't know if I want to. Just reason being, I mean, we lose 3. And I don't really see us, like, getting almost one shot. But maybe we do. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, no matter. Let's just fill up the inventory and be on our way. What we could do, maybe, is stack up on some thong potions. Just for that holy freeze. Maybe it'll save us, maybe it'll help us a little bit. It's not gonna get rid, it's not like we are gonna have cannot be frozen or anything, but hey, anything helps. I don't know why I'm so scared of the Act 2 normal boss on players 1, but I am, okay? So let's do this. Oh, this, okay. Is that good? I think that's good. Just in case, we'll throw that in there. Let's see how this goes. I might be freaking out for nothing. See, the only thing about these wolves is the mana cost. 20 and 15 is pretty crazy. It's only 8 mana to cast the Poison Creeper, so let's see what happens. Okay, actually the damage is pretty good. We just gotta make sure we're keeping everybody up, okay? No problem, no problem. Oh man. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. They are dying quick. The damage is good though, so all we gotta do is like focus on who's dying. The Vine is actually dying pretty quickly. For a long time, honestly, a little bit embarrassing, but I didn't even know the Vine could like be targeted. I realize he has a health bar up there, but just didn't seem right to me. Luckily, the Sage is staying alive. Pretty good, though. How we doing on mana? Not great, but I think we'll be able to finish it without going back. Come on, Creeper. Nice. We're looking good. Alright, whoo! And we actually got, what is that, Hawkmail? Is that... 44 strength. Damn. You know, cannot be frozen and faster run walk with a little bit of cold res. That's not a terrible drop for early in the game, but yeah, and this belt, also pretty sweet, but again, strength problems. Okay, we'll hang on to those. Let's pick these up for some money, because we blew through a lot of money on those potions, but we did it. Again, I wasn't worried that we would die there, but I was worried that it was going to be so slow because of the damage. But this poison creeper, man, and we still have 5 levels. Does he synergize? Rabies. Yeah. I don't really see a world where we go that deep into the shape-shifting tree. In my mind, the ideal, like, hell build is gonna be... Assuming that lycanthropy gives you more max health per level and not just duration, 1 point into werebear, max lycanthropy, that's 21, 22 points, max poison creeper, max oak sage, max, well, split amongst these. The grizzly for the tank, and then the wolves for more wolves. That's the way that I see it going. Maybe a little bit different. Maybe less into the poison creeper in hell because it falls off, but I'm not sure. But that's how I see it. I just don't see us going into rabies or, you know, fire claw. Shockwave might be good because it's kind of like Warcry in that you kind of like stun lock the enemies, which nice. That's very safe. But again, like, hey, here's another time where I'm gonna ask you guys, drop a comment. You know, let me know what you guys think. Is it safer to go Shockwave? The only reason I'm thinking Shockwave is not great is for those ranged enemies, right? Like, I don't really want to be in the middle of the action. But then again, Shockwave keeps the summons alive too, so something to think about. Alright guys, Act 3. Listen, next episode, I'm probably going to start the episode with a little bit of farming. We've got that Eth rune. We also got an L and an F, but I don't really see us using these. But maybe we make a stealth, you know? This is kind of meh. So maybe we get rid of this, we make a stealth. I do have some plans for the weapon slot, which I'll probably reveal next episode. You guys can probably guess what it is, but it's nothing new, nothing crazy, but it's going to be absolutely massive. It just requires some runes that we probably won't get until around Act 5. Other than that, like, I don't really want to do too much farming, but I think a stealth could be really good. Yeah. Awesome. Listen, guys, if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next one. Shout out to the Double D Lover members that you see on the screen. If you guys want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. Link is in the description below. Thank you so much.